On a mountain, a man clings to a tree and looks down in horror. Below him, the entire Tang clan sector has been destroyed, buildings ruined and in flames. The Tang clan leader is badly injured and lying nearby. He is muttering to himself, barely conscious. All his aura points are sealed, so he cannot move or fight. The leader speaks weakly. Today, a clan that took over 100 years to build has been destroyed in one night. We don't have much time left. He looks at the small figure on his shoulder, a young snake named Mimitang, and says, "Get out of here. If you stay longer, you will die too." Mimitang refuses to leave. But the leader shouts, "Go now. Quickly." Hearing the shout, Mimitang runs into the forest, leaving the leader behind. Blood drips from the leader's mouth. He thinks to himself, "Leave. Get as far away as possible. It is better to save one life than to lose everything." His mind goes back to the past, remembering the day he first found Mimitang and gave her that name. He looks up at the sky and thinks, "How will I face my father in the afterlife? I am so tired." With those thoughts, he slowly closes his eyes, ready to die. Suddenly, a voice comes from behind. "Oh." A wild Grandpa Tang has appeared. The leader is startled. It is Chongpeng, walking toward him with a grin. Chongpeng shouts playfully, "Mimitang, strike lightning fast." This makes Mimitang, who had been running away, turn back and run even faster toward them. The leader, surprised, asks, "Who are you?" He turns his head and sees Chongpeng clearly. Still shocked, the leader asks, "What is going on here? How did you survive? More importantly, are my clan house and my clan members safe?" Chongpeng laughs and says, "No, they're all dead." The leader's mouth falls open in shock. He feels like his heart has broken and his soul has shattered. But then Chongpeng nervously scratches the back of his head, smiles, and quickly adds, "Ah. Wait, not the Tang clan. I mean Anshan's black-clad men. They're the ones who are all dead." The leader shouts in anger, "You should have said that first." Chongpeng replies, "Oh, sorry. Then he unblocks the leader's sealed acupoints and guides Qi through his body to heal him. "Now everything is over. You can relax." The scene changes to morning in a forest. A group of men is searching the area. One man complains, "Damn it. We've been looking for 5 days for this demon lord who doesn't even exist. What a waste of time." His superior snaps, "Shut up. Just do the work." Another man with a long nose joins the conversation. "Senior, there's been a big war between the orthodox factions and the demonic factions in the martial world. Someone used the heavenly net technique. But everyone says the master who invaded the Tang clan, Qingming clan, and Amei Sichuan clan was defeated. We crushed the demon lords one by one. All of them died except maybe one. So the fight should be over. Why would the last demon lord come here? The whole martial world is after him. He would run far away, to Tibet or Yuan, instead of coming back to us." The superior says, "Enough talking. Go check that area again." The long-nosed man replies, "I've already checked there 5 times. The superior answers, "Just do what I say. Even if I tell you 100 times, you have to keep watching." Behind them, in some bushes, a drop of blood falls to the ground. Above it, a bald man is hiding in the trees. The bald man demon is the twins brother of Ielgual demon that died before. Blad man demon hiding on the branch of tree and his one hand on his wound, and he thinks to himself, "These searchers are idiots. If they keep acting like this, I have nothing to worry about." He quietly runs away, jumping tree to another tree like Flash while thinking, "We 3 came to this world together, but only I escaped alive. How did this happen?" A flashback begins. The bald man and his team were winning against an Amei sect group. They were about to finish the fight when the Amei sect leader, Mu Hyuk, and Toev arrived with strong reinforcements. Toev shouts, "What are you doing here, you piece of trash? You are worse than dogs." Mu Hyuk, standing beside him, adds angrily, "What did you just call me?" The deputy commander of the Taewon Jin family's True Dragon unit, the right hand and little toe of the Shangxi hidden dragon Jin Taekyung, Hyuk Mu Jin has arrived. Things started going wrong the moment those enemies brought in huge crowds of beggars. They attacked with overwhelming numbers, and my men began falling one by one. Even the powerful Extinction Divine Nun was defeated. Then an old monster appeared, the one everyone thought had died more than 30 years ago. No one expected her to still be alive. That turned the battle against us. After that, the Blade Demon jumped high from the mountain edge, leaping left and right as he pushed himself downward, and finally landed on the ground. He was furious, but in the end, I survived. He raised his remaining hand and muttered to his fallen brothers, "Don't worry too much. Even though we retreat now, I, your youngest brother, will surely avenge you all." Suddenly, a flash of lightning-like aura shot forward and sliced off the old demon's hand. A cold voice spoke, "I wondered why you were in such a hurry. So this is the hole you crawled out from." The old demon screamed in pain, clutching the bleeding stump with his other hand. "Who the hell are you?" he shouted. The figure replied coldly, "Moon Jiang. I'm the one here to take your life." In the afternoon, the people of the Tang clan began rebuilding their damaged houses. At the same time, they burned the bodies of those who had died in the battle. The injured fighters were also receiving treatment. A man stood by the window, looking outside. He watched the scene for a while and then said, "In all my life, I never thought I would see something like this." And in the Tang clan of Sichuan, a place famous for being closed off to outsiders, a voice from behind him replied, "Don't just stand there staring. Go out and help. Stop being lazy just because you're from the beggars sect." The beggars sect member turned around quickly, looking angry. "Lazy? You can say that after seeing me like this? Does this look lazy to you? Ha." On the other side of the room, Hyuk Mu-jin, who was covered in bandages, spoke up. "You call that injured? You have to be hurt this badly before people say, 'Ah, that kid has really been through a lot.'" "Got it." The beggars sect member stared at Mu-jin for a moment, then said, "Those three monsters should have killed that bastard." "I still don't understand how someone like you survived such a fierce battle," Mu-jin replied, "Huh. You're crossing the line. If you're so curious, just follow our squad leader around for 2 years." Suddenly, both of them heard a happy voice shout, "Mimi." Whirlwind spin, they turned toward the sound. It was Chongpeng, playing joyfully with Mimi Tang. He praised her, "Good job, Mimi. Now try aerial flight." "Ah, that doesn't work." "Okay, this time." Mu-jin pointed his bandaged arm toward the creature and asked the beggar's sect member, "What exactly is that snake?" The man looked nervous and answered, "A horned snake like that, there's only one kind, besides an imugi. It's a 1,000-year poison horned serpent." Mu-jin stared at Mimi Tang and said, "The spirit creature book I read as a kid described it as a pitch-black, terrifying venomous beast." The beggar's sect member replied, "It doesn't look poisonous at all. It just seems like a normal animal." Then he glanced at Chongpeng in surprise. "But why is young Master Chong here? He doesn't look injured anywhere." Mu-jin answered, "Didn't you hear that huge crash outside earlier? Young Master Chong tried to help and ended up destroying a whole pavilion." "Ah, I see," the beggar's sect member, whose name was Gung, said with a nod. Then Mu-jin asked, "Young Master Gung, when do you think the squad leader will wake up?" "It's already been 7 days and nights." Gung replied calmly, "I don't have an answer for that. Moon Jiang says there's no danger, so all we can do is wait." Mu-jin grew serious and asked, "Since we're talking about it, that kid Moon Jiang, how much does he really know about medicine? Isn't it risky to leave the squad leader in his hands?" Hearing this, Chongpeng turned to Mu-jin and said, "Huh. Don't say that. You'll die." Mu-jin looked confused. "Huh. What do you mean all of a sudden?" Chongpeng warned him, "What you just said, if Moon Jiang hears it. Never say that in front of him. Seriously, don't." Suddenly, Chongpeng looked down and realized Mimi Tang was gone. He glanced left and right. "Mimi. Where did you go?" A loud voice came from outside the room, "Gah. What the hell is this snake bastard?" The three of them looked toward the door in shock. They recognized the voice at once and shouted together, "Benefactor. Squad leader. Jin Taekyung."